why young hardworking executives die all of a sudden in today's world. Have you ever pondered why people who appeared healthy and normal develop certain diseases? Diseases such as stroke, cancer, and hypertension. Or do you think pot belly is a sign of affluence? Audience, I'm Israel, and on behalf of Group 7, this is our presentation on anthropometric measurements. And today, we'll be focused on certain anthropometric measurements, such as waist circumference, hip circumference, mid-upper arm circumference, skin fold thickness, head circumference, and neck circumference. Enjoy watching.
Skin fold thickness is a measure of the thickness of the subcutaneous fat layer. It is usually used to estimate body fat percentage and consequentially the nutritional status of an individual. The skin fold thickness is measured to the nearest 0.1 mm with the use of a skin fold caliper, and it can be taken at different regions of the body such as the arm, the thigh, the hip, the supraspinal regions, the subscapular regions, and so on. Now, typically a measurement of below 10 mm refers to under fat. Someone with a measurement of 10 to 20 mm refers to normal body fat, and someone with above 20 mm refers to. Now, to take the measurement for skin fold thickness, we apply a skin fold caliper. For the individual that we're taking the measurement with, first of all, roll up the sleeves. We are using the subscapular region that is below the shoulder. So you roll up the sleeve and you pinch about 1 to 2 centimeters of the skin so that it can be picked by the skin fold caliper. After it is picked, you take your measurement, and that's how to take the skin fold thickness measurement.
I'll be talking on mid-upper arm circumference. Okay, so mid-upper arm circumference is an effective tool used to assess nutritional status, especially in children. It can also be used in adults. So measurements for mid-upper arm circumference is always taken with the left arm, and the measurement is rounded up to the nearest 0.1 centimeter. The tape rule measurement or a MWAC tape measurement is used to take mid-upper arm circumference. Mid-upper arm circumference can be used as an indicator for malnutrition, meaning that it can be used to check for undernutrition, normal nutrition, or overnutrition in both children and adults. Demonstrating how to take measurement for mid-upper arm circumference, I'll be using my colleague here. So the first thing to do is to roll up the sleeve. Then he's going to bend his arm this way. So we are going to be taking the measurements from the point of the shoulder to the point of his elbow. Then I'll be placing the tape this way to the point here. Then the midpoint of this measurement will be used for the measurement of his mid-upper arm circumference. So this is his midpoint here. Then the tape will be wrapped around the midpoint. From what we have here, his mid-upper arm circumference is 26 centimeters.
Neck circumference is increasingly recognized as a simple and practical tool to measure the level of adiposity in the body. It's correlated with other screening like BMI, neck circumference, and it is simple. It is relevant in age above 6 years. Knowing the cutoff, in age 6 to 12 years, the cutoff is 31 centimeters. So in measuring the neck circumference, a flexible, non-stretchable tape rule is needed, and the person has to stand upright in a firm taut plane. That is, just to stand upright, not bending. So measuring the neck, it is placed below the larynx, that is below the Adam's apple, not too tight and not too loose. Measuring this is 14 inches, then I'll convert it to centimeters.
The head circumference. The head circumference is the distance around the widest part of the head, and it is measured in centimeters or inches. The hair circumference is very useful in the determination of health status, nutritional status, growth and development, and cognitive development. The hair circumference can be measured using a measuring tape around the widest part of the head.
The head circumference, we use a measuring tape. Now, the measuring tape is to be placed around the widest part of the head, just above the eyebrow and the ear. Now, the head circumference for Collins is 24 inches. Thank you.
Waist to hip ratio. Waist to hip ratio is used to assess the distribution of body fat and to evaluate the risk of certain heart issues, especially cardiovascular diseases. So typically, the waist to hip ratio is measured by dividing the waist circumference of an individual by the hip circumference. So the waist circumference is measured with a tape rule, usually around the narrowest part of the waist, just usually above the belly button, while the hip circumference is measured at the widest part of the hips, just above the buttocks. And basically, there are different ranges for men and women, which are used to assess just how individuals are predisposed to certain cardiovascular diseases. Waist circumference. So the first thing is to grab the tape measure, then ask the client to stand upright with both feet together. So next, you locate the belly button. It's around here. And then you put the tape measure around the waist, just above the belly button. And then you read the measurements. Ensure that the tape is not too tight or too loose. Ask the client to breathe normally. Exhale. 90 centimeters. Now it's time for hip circumference. So you grab the tape measure, tell your client to stand upright, and then you put the tape rule just by the hips. It's usually slightly below the buttocks, and then you read. Ensure that the tape is not too loose or too tight. Exhale, and then you read the measurements.